Good morning, it's Joe Zago, and I'm in beautiful, beautiful, beautiful St. Thomas. This is the first time I've ever been to the United States Virgin Islands, and it's a really gorgeous place. Anyways, I'm doing my goals here today, and one of the quotes in my book here that I really like, it says, I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget the way you made them feel. And to be honest, that's probably the secret to my business. When you give somebody a cash bonus for doing a good job, or you incentivize people saying, if you do this performance, you get a $500 bonus or a $1,000 bonus, that money will be given to them, spent on some past debt, alleviating some sort of pain, which will be refilled by some new sort of pain, some more debt. It'll go towards some bill. It will buy some useless thing that they probably didn't need in the first place. But instead, what I like to do is I like to incentivize people by giving them some sort of thing to reach for. But more importantly, whatever it is that I give them, I don't want to give them cash. I don't want to give them a bonus. I prefer to give them a trip, or give them a timepiece or something that they'll keep on their wrist with an engraving on it, or a plaque or something special that they'll hold on to, and it will trigger an emotional response every time they see it or they remember it. A family vacation is something that they'll remember for the rest of their life. So treating people right, doing nice things for their families, it really goes a long, long way. And I really like to treat my staff to memories, to experiencing things that they might not have ordinarily experienced. If they had an extra $1,000, would they spend it on a nice vacation, a trip, or would they spend it on paying a bill off or something that they had in debt? So it's just one of the things that I think that really separated my company, because we created an environment, a culture that's different than working at the ordinary place of business. So it's just one of the things that I really, really like, that I learned from an old boss that I had, John Parker, when I sold Kirby vacuum cleaners door to door. This is back when I was 19, 20, 21 years old. And it was a hard job. We went door to door, trudging through snow in, brutally thin dress shoes with, we'd have frostbite on our toes by the end of the day, knocking on doors. It was a tough job trying to sell a vacuum cleaner to some lady who didn't even know we were coming and already had a vacuum that was in her closet already that she thought worked. But I stayed at that company longer than I stayed anywhere else for the most part. But it was because of what John did. He created a culture, a teamwork, an atmosphere of pulling together and succeeding and overcoming overwhelming odds and getting this awesome reward. He used to take us to Jamaica. He would take us on cruises. He would take us to Disney World. He would take us to these really extravagant places, that were far beyond the reach of a normal 19 or 21-year-old or whatever. And that's what I like to do for my staff. I think it's been the key to one of our success factors, the Carpet Guys. Again, we created a culture that's unlike any other culture of any type of floor covering business out there. And I think that's a big thing, because people remember the way they feel. If I gave them a bonus, it would be spent and gone and out of sight, out of mind. But if I give them a trip, or if I give them a really nice dinner experience where we get to break bread together with their families, or we get to do something that attaches something emotional to them, then the loyalty, it shows that I'm loyal to them, and it shows that they're loyal, and it strengthens the relationship between them and us, and it increases greater loyalty between each other. And I think that no business really can succeed without really, really solid relationships, and that's one way that I think has really helped us a lot. Anyways, I'm going to enjoy this day in the Virgin Islands, which I've never been. I'm going to go explore, and then I'm going to Fort Lauderdale this afternoon, and I'm meeting 24 of my employees and their families that we got to bring down to Florida. And it's cold in Michigan, so it's a really nice getaway, and it's an experience I get to share again with their families. And just expressing my gratitude for their hard work. And as a result, I think it also it helps with the relationship between their family and our family at work. So it's one of the things that make us different. And I think that any business that can somehow incorporate some sort of incentive program that doesn't just give a bonuses with cash or money, but gives it with something that will trigger an emotional feeling, a connection, it goes a long, long way. So that's just my 2 cents, and have a great day.